The Canal adventure of 2019, and what do we always start with? A good cup of tea and a nice piece of drizzle cake. Wendy, well done. Nice bit of tea, and endless cups of tea from Jeff the chef. There it is. This is how all good trips should start. Plenty of cups of tea. We're moored up at some Lowy's blog or Flobby Dog, what is it? Loadsford, and we're outside a pub. Well, what would you expect?
Lowson Ford.
Yeah, and it hasn't rained on us. No. So all in all, here are the troops.
Hi.
There he is.
Navigator.
Biddy with his maps. Look. Oh yes. And the lovely Debbie. Here she is. To complete the ensemble, it rains down here. Hello, darling.
Hello, everybody.
Right, well, more and on, we're going to have a load of fun. Now, 2 hours have passed, and everybody's just been drinking all afternoon. Never mind anything about boating. This is just, we're renaming this boat. It's going to be called Inebriation. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Cheers. So it's 7:30 in the morning. This is our first morning. We're at Lowson Ford, and here we have happy sailors. We're parked up moored opposite a nice pub, which we spent last night. Many people have different ways of spending their leisure time. Down here we have a young couple who decided to come on a boat for their leisure time. It's a lovely way of life on the river. Little boats. And peaceful. That is, of course, until you come across somebody up a tree. Get rid of the ivy. Part of the knee procedures for this sort of thing is the ever-pressing need for water, for which you need an assistant to turn the tap and a crew member to hold the pipe. So it's Sunday morning, lovely morning. And this is Brandwood Tunnel, about 270 yards. Daryl's aiming for the middle. I think we're in, down the middle, just to show other people you're coming. And out into the sunshine again.
And it's got thorns in it as well.
Oh,
Christ, you got any gloves? No, that's...
This is Daryl, how he loves to spend an afternoon.
Do you want to put this bill back
Up to his armpits in oily water. His hand around the prop shaft. Great. We're just about to start the tidy big flight. This is Deb's with the pole. She's not really Polish, she's actually from the North Country. So here he is, the hero of the hour, who has put his penknife to good use and produced this.
That's the worst Brazilian I've ever had.
Yeah, that's a dreadful Brazilian. And that was all round the prop shaft. It's lovely when you come round near Birmingham. You never know what people have thrown into the canal, but there we go. That's enabled us to keep going. So again, we'll have another go at the Tardy Big Flight. Over here, all the cows are going in for milking. It's that time of the afternoon. Lovely. We've got 2 locks to do and then we're at the bottom of the flight. So here's the happy crew. We're going down again. It's a very happy sight, that is. That's about 30 locks to reach that point. Happy winders. Well done, crew. They've worked really hard to get here in that short time. I think they deserve another cup of tea. Looking back behind us, it's a bit stormy, so maybe we've just beaten the weather. So once again we're at Oddingley with the cows in the field and this lovely house and the church. It's as if the church was there to support the house, obviously the other way around I suppose, but quite a lovely spot, Oddingley. Beautiful house to live in, and what's more, if you live there, just over here you've got a railway line, so everything you should need. There's our gallant helmsman. Oh, and excuse the echo, just gone under a bridge. Framed the picture. Oddingley. It's the crew, hard at work again, knocking up some special little number for us. What a team. You alright, gang? See, hardly notice, so engrossed. Lovely. Now this is Tiverton, lovely little spot, deepest Worcestershire, moored up for lunch. And there are 2 ways of eating your lunch. One way is sophisticatedly, with a proper seat and company that's the same of mind as you. And then there's another way of eating your lunch.
Cheers.
Which is like that. In amongst the nettles.
You come up with a wet bum.
And you come up with a wet bum unless you're sitting on an Anglo Welsh.
Can we see the Anglo Welsh
Brochure.
There we go.
There it is, look. Underneath my wife's dear bottom. Anyway, that's Tiverton, and it has everything you need, including a blackbird.
Doing it. Oh, we found it as a boss.
Tuesday morning.
Turn it over, exactly.
Deft hands at work.
Oh, look. Oh, I must have cut into the bit that was underneath. No,
Never empty
it's on the other side, isn't it? Yeah.
And each to his own job. Jeff's good with a hose. Had a lot of practice.
Water.
It's the tap widow. And here All these adjustments being made. Brilliant, isn't it? I don't do anything, me. I just sit around and watch them all. It's wonderful. Yep. It's getting all ship shape and Bristol fashion. Well, Worcester fashion anyway. So, see, you can be on the towpath and meet the maiden. The swan down here,
yeah, yeah.
busily cleaning everything.
Yeah,
she's giving herself a real good wash.
That one on the towpath, and the male's on the towpath and the female in the water. Beautiful.
We're on the river. And this is a morning at school. If you can hear the row. Morning, everybody! Give us a wave.
Off you go.
Ah, morning at school, love it. The Severn still has some industry, not very much, but here's a boatload of gravel being brought up and then presumably mangled into an aggregate. Dropped in there. Yeah. Good boy. What people do for a living. Obviously going to be used to foundation for something. As we go downstream, the river widens, makes it easier for Deb to steer, and just lovely. Tuesday morning with the river and a puzzle book. Oh, and a glass of wine. Wouldn't be the same without, really, would it? Cheers all. Running health.
Cheers all.
So there we were, quietly cruising up this beautiful river, enjoying our lunch, nice bottle of wine, and bloody hell, what comes along? I'm thinking I'm on the Mississippi.
It's a big old lump, isn't it?
English Holiday Cruises Company.
That's lovely.
Oh,
How about that?
lovely.
Wow.
Nobody's sitting on top.
Nobody must be
lunchtime.
There's a few people on it. Look, I mean, there's 4-course lunch.
Oh wow.
Oh, that tell you what, that's not as good as us. Ours is a lot nicer than that. The Edward Elgar from Gloucester. So here we are on Tuesday evening in Tewkesbury. This is the Abbey and a backwater of the River Avon, and it's absolutely beautiful, the Abbey. We've had a wander up there. Now I'm going to go to the other side of the bridge, and this is looking up the River Avon, and tomorrow we go up under those arches, those bridges, and on to Pershore. There's another backwater of the River Avon there, and this is our boat, Summer. As you can see, she's pretty long. That's the old Tewkesbury Brewery, And away in the distance you can make out the Malvern Hills. Lovely boat. We're having a lot of fun on summer. Tewkesbury is a town of alleys. This is Clark's Alley. They're all about one person wide, and they invite you in to explore all the old buildings in the town. Tewkesbury's really lovely. I'd like to come back here and have another wander round. I trust I've left you long enough to read this. Quite interesting. Not the William Shakespeare you expect though. We've now arrived in Pershore. People have strange habits. This has just about taken the candle because each of these paddle boarders has a dog on their board. I mean, what can I say? What else can you say about it? It's absolutely crazy. They've got life jackets on, these dogs. Oh, and over here now, this lot have just fallen in. So this woman has fallen in, and the dog and the woman are in the water. I mean, this is unbelievable. What do you think what would you call a society like this? Eh? Can you? I'm lost for words. This morning we're in Pershore. Nice place, lovely weather, nobody about, taking some water, and just lovely. That's all I need to say. Morning, Deb. I think this is a flotilla. They're all drakes. School's out again.
Yeah.
Thursday morning.
Lovely. Lovely thing for them to be doing.
Sometimes being a schoolmaster can be quite fun. Nice way to start the day in Bidford. And sweet little things, aren't they? Oh, and while we're at it, here's another sweet little thing. So this is Bidford. Lovely morning, hot sun. Couldn't get a mooring, so with the owner of the boatyard kindly let us moor up against him. Very kind. I'm not getting off, I'm getting on, if you understand me, which is more than Mrs. May is at the moment. So here we are at Stratford. Here are the swans. Here's summer. Here's the Swan Theatre. Little look round, all going on over here. Rowers, look. Lovely. It's such a lovely place. And here he is, the Duke of Stratford. Just got off his boat. Morning, Squire. Morning. Couldn't be in a better place. And just here they go. Look. That's it. So we're all posing today. Everybody's posing. Lovely. Stratford is on the move. God, there's dozens of them. Look at this. What a fit county Warwickshire must be. Good Lord. This goes on forever. They're going all around the park. Over there, look. I don't know how many circuits they're doing. Never seen anything like it. It goes on for miles. Look, right down the river. Look. Do you think there's been a 4-minute warning? I'm not too sure. Even the dog, look. Good dog. Oh, he's lovely. Look, isn't he gorgeous? Oh, they're keen.
Very laughing.
Gosh, some people are taking this really seriously, but not those two. There's the old theatre in the background. Another lovely morning. Oh, it's so lucky. Can't believe it. So, Saturday morning. The Swan at Avon. Enough of them out there. And here's the big Ferris wheel. Haven't been on that yet, but we never know. Oh, look, there she is, waiting for me.
On the 23rd of April
Shakespeare's
in 1564,
birthplace.
having said that, there is no proof of his birth. They recorded baptism, and his baptism was recorded 3 days later.
This is an old timber frame house, but now been covered in brick. Look, you can see how all of these houses date from around the early 17th century. Oh, except that one. Town Hall, Cotswold stone, about 1720. Shakespeare's statue in the centre. Victorian Gothic branch bank Greek with a tablet from the Merchant of Venice. It's all about getting your pound of flesh. This little one. It's now mid-afternoon and Stratford looks a bit different. I'd say most of Warwickshire's turned out now. People everywhere. All variety of activities. All variety of entertainment. And families of every type
shadow. Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so. Lovers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be. Oh yeah, come and fly the place where I am lying, and you'll say, and are they there for me?
So we've moved on today to Wilmcote. This is a bit dead and alive here, but still very pretty. I'm standing out on the jetty because I've been banned from the boat. Debs is cooking dinner, but she's just upset the entire pepper pot into what's left of the remaining things in our cupboard because we can't get food anywhere else. And it's going to be a bit interesting tonight as to what we actually do get to eat, but I'm sure it'll be hot and spicy. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Obviously, over 10 days on a canal boat, one accumulates quite a bit of rubbish, and the boat guard has organised this to take away all our toot and crap and dispose of it in a seemly manner. Others also have same sort of amount of rubbish. Amazing how it all goes back into a car at the end. Daryl's left here with actually nothing to do. Makes the first time in 10 days. Pensive mood. Come to the end of her 10-day sojourn. It's a shame. We don't want to leave this boat. We've had such fun. Hi! Ah, that's the boat manager. Boatyard manager.
Do you want to use drive cash car?
Well, I'm going to take my bag from these.
And two old boys here chewing over their experiences.
Oh, Jules, did you fall in? No, not this time. Oh, you did well then, didn't you?
Now this is what happens when you leave your car away for 10 days. I don't think I'd want to go home in that at all. Here they come, the three Graces.
What are your coats? Right, Wendy, where's your coat?
Agent's got it. Nothing left on the boat.
We've got to go now. All right.
Oh.
Lovely to see you.
Oh, goodbyes.
Lovely to meet you.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Such sweet sorrow.
All right.
And so we come to the end of our trip. Nobody fell in. Nobody thumped anybody else. We're still speaking to each other. And as they say, I think it's, what's it on, bargain hunt. Cheerio! That's it. Love you all. See you soon.